you up and down all day, day. Ooh. Oh. When did you get hot? I can look you up and down all day. When did you get hot all of a sudden? I can look you up and down all day. Okay. First, let me write down my intentions. First of all, we're doing at least 3 career readings. It's the 8-8 Lions Gate Portal. And we're doing career readings. Career finance. And that includes school, if school is your current career. Okay. I have an incense lit over there, and I already cleansed and banished energies, grounded, and now we're setting intentions. Let's start the first one. Now I have a couple different tools here. First of all, I have a bunch of crystals, and certain ones apply to different groups. I can already feel that. And then let's think. I really don't like the way this looks on my computer. Like, the yellow is not giving. That's not giving either. I think the yellow looks the best. But maybe I'll just turn on my light. What if I turn this off? I actually like the way this looks better than the way the ring light. So I'm just gonna move this. Actually, am I? Hold on, first, I don't like the way this looks on stream. So, like, my lips don't look red or anything. Like, that barely shows up on camera, but I promise you my lips are like red in real life. But it also just might be that I have weird lighting settings on my computer. Not lighting, like the screen coloring is like off, because I think I did change it, but that's right before I got on stream, I kept singing "Everything is Awesome" from the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. Yeah, my lips just look dark on screen. They don't look like reddish, but that's okay. It looks better now than it did when I started. That's all I care about, really, to be honest. keep getting lipstick over there because this is not a very good mirror. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. And that's the energy that the first group was giving. It was giving everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. And teamwork. And this reading is gonna be with, now I think this is green aventurine, but I'm actually not sure, and actually I shouldn't say that because I actually know what this is. I have it written down. And it says that this is actually this is probably what at the beginning of this, I think that was like one of the first ones that I did. Thank you. Crystals I have, yes, on this page. Okay. Inventory. But I have like a description of them, don't I? No, maybe not. Maybe I never wrote a description of the that's okay. But I swear I wrote down no, this is green quartzite, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think it's any of these other things. So this is probably green quartzite. And green crystals are used for the heart chakra. So yeah, it's like, you like where you're working at? You like where you're working at. Working. Or where you're going to work. We shall see. And then I have this selenite wand, which I think kind of applies to every reading just because, you know, it's just selenite. Okay. Oh, and then also, other than the card, so let me show you the tools I have. First, I have this. This is all of my charms. I have, the thing that I don't have though is a charm map, which I need to make, but that's okay. I kind of just wing everything. I have Rider-Waite Tarot. I have two of these decks. One of them is just like, this one is holographic and the other one isn't. I have the Moonology Oracle deck, and then I'm going to be using the Hoodoo Tarot. Now, I'm not the best at reading tarot, so I do like to read from the book, but I just kind of read energies. And then I have this mirror that I might be using for scrying, but it really just depends on how I feel, how I'm feeling. Okay. First, let's pull some cards from... So, there's gonna be... let me go to the lunar calendar. There's gonna be a full moon on the 12th. No, new moon on the 12th. Full moon on the 27th. And this new moon is, I think this is in Leo. Which is important to all these readings. Because we love moon rituals and moon energy. So I guess I'll start with the, I mean, I was gonna use this to clarify. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, I'll use that to clarify. I'm gonna start with the Hoodoo Tarot, and we're gonna see what pile one, what comes out for pile one, and we'll use this template as the template for the next readings. Long ago, you might be reminiscing on times when you had jobs that you didn't like and you're just like really happy about the job that you have now, or either you already have a job that you like or you are going to get it soon and you're going to really like this job, or you already like your job. What went on in pile one's past career? How has their career path been thus far? That's a lot of cards. Father of Coins and courting. 10 of Baskets. 10 of Baskets is... Wait, let me think. Because coins are pentacles. I think baskets are cups. Right? Sticks for wands. We've got knives for swords. Coins for pentacles. And baskets for cups. And that's just... It's like... Yeah, you just like enjoying... like feeling part of the family. So maybe you've been in this career for a while and you feel like you're ready to like fully commit with the courting card. 6. Like you're committing to your career. It's like kind of like you've been walking with this career for a while, but you're ready to move on to the next step. Like you're kind of becoming like almost like an elder in your career. Not necessarily an elder, but like you have gained experience through this career. You are experienced and ready to, commit. 6 of Knives. So Father of Coins is the King of Coins also, and I forgot to talk about this. This is the first one that came out. Father of Coins is the King of Pentacles. So this is you like being a master of your craft, a master of the material, and you just like accepting that you like this is what you want to do. Right, 6 of Knives. So this is the 6 of Swords, which talks about travel, which I am interpreting as like you expanding your mind. So now you have accepted that you really like this career, you really feel comfortable, and you want to move on to the next step, and you are expanding your mind. And then the 7 of Coins. It's really interesting that there's a pig in this, and this also looks like the lady from True Blood. And I'm watching True Blood right now, and this looks like Marianne. And if you don't know about Marianne, she has this pig. And that's where I'm at right now in True Blood. So don't spoil it for me. But anyways, yeah, that's interesting. And she just looks like kind of suspicious. Like, it looks like she's making sure that no one, like... I feel like this is what she's planted, and she's trying to make sure that no one, like, sees, like, her secret. That this is, like, such a... Like, she's very abundant because of this. And so she wants to protect it. Give me one more card for this person's, or sorry, this group's. What has their past been like in their career? One more card, please. They don't want to give me one more card, honestly. What does this pile need to know? Usually I pick 5 cards. Well, I kind of did pick 5 cards, but one of them I put back because it didn't feel like it needed to be out there. That was the 10 of baskets. Give me what this person is struggling with right now. Is there anything that the Mother of Knives. This is the Queen of Swords. So struggling with, I interpret the queens as like whatever the energy is, like knives, coins, whatever, it's like flowing easily to her. Like it's just like something that she naturally attracts. So maybe you're struggling with the intellectual part of your career. Like you feel connected to it. You like the material reality that it brings you, you know, your finances and everything. You like that. You feel good in it, but maybe you don't feel, or you don't think that you're like a natural at it, or you feel like you need to learn more, which is why you're expanding your mind with this career. Give me some more cards to explain what they're struggling with right now. The Mother of... Oh! You're struggling with a lot of Queen energy. The Mother of Baskets. My mom just sent me a text. The Mother of Baskets is the Queen of Cups. And then the Two of Baskets. So, I need clarification on the 7 of Coins, so I'm just going to read it from the Hoodoo Tarot. 7 of... Oh, look, I turned right to the Mother of Baskets. Let's read that one first since I turned to it. Wormwood is your plant. The image is of Chloe Russell, who was the first known author of a hoodoo dream book in the early 19th century and is depicted here as the Mother of Baskets. According to legend, Chloe was a Fulani woman born in 1745 who was abducted from Africa at age 9 and enslaved in Virginia. After being freed by her captor, she worked for 30 years as a seer. That's very real of her to do that. There are doubts that Chloe ever existed, but that just adds to the mystery. Planetary magic squares have been popular with occultists for centuries. And as root workers began to have more access to Western occult knowledge, many began to incorporate them into their work. This one is the square of the moon. The meaning is, the mother of Bascus represents the archetype of the compassionate mother. On the positive side, she is empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, and loving. On the negative side, she is needy, emotionally unstable, impractical, a crybaby, or a pushover. In a reading, if she doesn't represent a literal person with these qualities, then she represents those attributes. But I wanted the 7 of coins, so let's go to the 7 of coins. The community. The 7 of coins is plant hobblebush. I've never heard of that. So the meaning for this, the image is a woman is bending over picking up pearls. I knew she was picking up something. I thought they were coins though, that she like planted, and it was like kind of like a money tree, but it was pearls. While the swine she tried to feed them to walks away. Why are you trying to feed a pig pearls? I don't know. Is that something that they feed pigs? I don't know. I didn't think that pearls were edible. She is surrounded by hobble bushes and wears a necklace made of devil's shoestring, the root of the hobblebush plant, for protection against harm. Ooh, this is making sense. This is making a lot of sense, actually. The meaning: return on investments, slow and steady progress, assessments, waiting for results, long-term thinking, making assessments, considering possibilities, feeling like your time has been wasted, fruitless endeavors, increased workload for the same pay, demoralization, workaholics, give. Okay, so maybe you like your job so much that you're people pleasing. Maybe you definitely do get a lot from your job, but you're traveling mentally, not physically. Probably. You're mentally traveling, most likely. You're probably not physically traveling. Considering that it doesn't seem like you're switching jobs. It seems like this is the job that you're in. Right. And this is what you did in the past. In the past, you were so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, engaged with your career. It like took over you. Like, it was just too deep in your heart. And it was very fulfilling, and it did give you practical, gave you financial success, whatever. But you're like, let me read this in. Yeah, you're like, maybe you moved away, like you mentally are, or this is like, okay, so I'm sensing there are like 2 different energies in this group. Either one, you, where did it go? I literally just had, oh, alright, okay, good. I thought that's what I did. I pushed it onto my computer by accident. Okay, Father of Coins, and then courting. So, right, you had like mastery of the physical realm, and because of the success that this career brought you, and because you felt so fulfilled and so emotionally close, maybe to this job, you were very engaged. And then either you left your job because you were like doing too much and it was disappointing you, or you were expanding your mind so that you could progress more, basically. So those are like the two. Either you left because you felt like your time had been wasted, or you expanded your mind because you wanted to grow more. That's where you were, right? And you were feeling mostly fulfilled at the beginning of that job. But for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, the reason why you may have been, why do I keep moving these up? The reason why you may have been feeling like your time was wasted, if that's how you felt, is because you were doing too much. Right. And now I need to integrate these. The Mother of Knives, which is you having like this like free flow and like ease with like your mental faculties. And then you have the Two of Baskets, which is like partnering. Okay, we're supposed to get one more card though. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Free Man. And this has not come out, but I am going to read it. And the Free Man is the Fool. So let's go to the Fool. The Fool is blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Why is it not? Okay, maybe there we go. Jimson weed, yes. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Freedom. Is it a state of mind, a state of being, or is it both? The free man doesn't think about it any more than a fish contemplates water. So, and again, these are things that you struggle with because that's what I asked. So, you're struggling with free flow because you felt like you were overgiving. You were struggling, or no, this is current, right? You are struggling with something mental. And I'm not getting like mental health or anything. It's more like intellectual. And then you're struggling with I think you're struggling with feeling reciprocity. And kind of because of all that, you are struggling, like, because you all have all of this going on in your head, like, of what happened, you're struggling with free flow. Can we get one more to kind of give a cohesive look at what they're struggling with? Okay. Spirit has a lot to say about you. 10 of Knives. Now, the 10 of Knives is supposed to represent, like, fulfillment, right? 10 is fulfillment. 8 is mastery. 9 is I forget what 9 is, but 10 is like fulfillment. So there was just like a lot of feelings coming from you towards the job, but maybe you didn't feel like it was reciprocated back to you, even though you were getting money. And then also struggling with feeling fulfilled intellectually. Like there's some sort of intellectual disconnection with you in this career. Steps forward. How do they move forward? Because it seems like you're kind of stuck. Not necessarily stuck in a bad place. Like this reading isn't horrible. The energy doesn't feel like you hate your job necessarily. You could, but it could also just be like, it's just like kind of whatever. But you do feel stuck. I feel like that your energy is stuck. Is there anything they can do to right now? I mean, with the Lionsgate portal and everything, with the full moon, the 6 of Sticks. Now, we haven't got any sticks yet. This is important. This is wands. This is fire energy. This is you getting active and doing stuff. Because it's giving you're doing a lot of thinking, you're doing a lot of feeling, and you feel, or you felt, but yeah, like finances isn't something that you're struggling with. You're struggling with mental, you're struggling with emotional. And to get out of that, you need to do something. You need to go out and get active like a fire sign. Ooh. Okay. That's actually not that many. I think this is like 7 cards, so I'll take off. It says, it's interesting that all of these came out upright up until this one, which is the Son of Baskets in reverse. And I want to read this in reverse. Okay, so you have the 10 of Coins. You have the Son of Baskets in reverse. You have the 6 of Coins. You have the 7 of Baskets. And you have the Son of Knives. So the sons are the knights, I think. Because I think father is king, mother is queen, son is knight, and daughter is page, I think. But I do like the way that this deck like characterizes it differently, because I think there is a difference between something feeling like a knight, something feeling like a son, something feeling like a page, and something feeling like a daughter, you know. So the Son of Knives, first of all, there are people coming in. You've got 2 people coming in. You've got someone who's offering you something intellectually stimulating. You have someone that's offering you something emotionally stimulating. But this energy is not in the correct alignment. This energy is in the correct alignment. Then you've got the 7 of Baskets. Which again This is emotional energy. Six of Coins. Six of Coins and Ten of Coins, I like those. I love the Six of Coins, and I love the Ten of Coins. So, I don't know. I think they're saying to stack your money up. Get your money up, not your funny up, you know? Six of Sticks. Again. What the? Now, where did I... Oh, maybe the Six of Sticks was the sticks that I got. So... No way. Only got one? Okay. So there needs to be some Wands energy introduced, but the six... Guys, I'm still learning to read tarot, and the numbers, they be getting me. Because Wands represent beginnings, and 2 represents union. And I'm still working on memorizing the rest of them. 6 is, and then the 8 is, I know 8 is mastery, and 10 is fulfillment. And 6 is... I want to say 6 is traveling, but that seems like a not exact explanation of what it is. 6 of Sticks. Where? Okay, first. No, hold on. No, yeah. 6 of Sticks. The 6 of Sticks says, oh my god, getting promoted, great news, recognition, flatterers, frenemies, yeah, so, promotion. Okay. Okay. So maybe you have 2 different choices between, like, career opportunities. Maybe, like, this represents the career that you had, it being emotionally fulfilling, but not emotionally fulfilling, but, like, you having an emotional attachment to it, and it not being necessarily fulfilling on the reciprocity. But you still have the option of this. Someone's offering you it, or someone is offering you something similar to the last, like, your, whatever that career was where you were, like, there was emotional issues. And then someone's offering you something that's intellectually stimulating, which is what you're trying to expand. Right? Expanding your mind. So you can either get promoted in this feeling area or in the intellectual area is what I'm saying. But either way, you need to move forward. You need to move towards reciprocity. In order to turn this, you can turn this upside down by doing things, behaving in ways that will get you more emotional reciprocity in your career. Or you can just move on and move into this intellectual area. But either way, you need to move. And then the 7 of Baskets. Fours are stability. 3s are... No. 5s? Whose choices? 7s are choices? Is that what 7s are? 7s are choices? One of them is choices. And I think it's the 7. Right? Because you have, like, the 7 of Cups, which is the one where he's, like, thinking about all of the opportunities. And that's what this is, ain't this? This is you thinking about all of these opportunities that are in front of you. And that's why you feel stagnant. Because you're thinking too much. Maybe. Because you're trying to expand your mind. And if you're ever in an energy of you trying to expand your mind, you're going to be thinking a lot about everything. So that's just natural, you know. You start thinking about one thing, you're going to start thinking about everything. Then you have the 6 of coins and the 10 of coins. So I do want to read for these. The 6 of coins is giving me being crafty with your money. 6 of coins says being charitable. A woman with an itchy left palm holds a lucky $2 bill. It is believed that an itchy palm is a predictor of financial gain or loss in the near future. Which palm depicts which varies from family to family and region to region. This is, so it's saying be charitable, generous, or if this is your career, but your career is school, because we're also talking about school, like if that takes up most of your time. Yeah, so it's saying like, if this is school, definitely make sure you're applying for scholarships, grants. There's an energy of you receiving money, so have your hand open. 10 of coins. Yeah, just like be supportive of your family. This is about family traditions, like legacy. Okay, that's interesting. So there's some sort of a legacy here that you need to uphold. And then with the 6 of coins, it's like, yeah, I think it's just saying like get in touch with your family. Family support can help you. If you're feeling stuck and like you don't know what to pick, your family might know, because they know you and they know like about the family. They might be able to like tell you things about your ancestors, and that might help you pick. And then yeah, just have your hand open. Have your hand open for the opportunities and the money. I don't think I need to clarify anything on this reading. I actually think that made a lot of sense and was really cohesive. But I will pull... First of all, let me give you some guidance with the moon. This is a new moon, and the new moon is for new beginnings. You want something new to start in your life? Do a new moon ritual, and that will be on August 12th. If you want something to leave your life, if you're done with something, you want to do those rituals on the full moon, which will be on August 27th. The answers you need are coming. Okay, well, what answers do they need then? What answers do they need then? A new start is coming. Okay. What do you need to release? That's literally what I just said. If you need to release stuff, do it on the full moon. Okay, just give me like one card that will help them. Know what to do. Help them get unstagnant. What do they need to think about? Help their thought process. I like that card I just showed. That card felt like it needed to be picked. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, like I said, you've been thinking too much and doing too much feeling, and you just need to take time to yourself to breathe out. I am going to read from the book exactly what it says, because I always like to do that with these cards. Disseminating Moon. Disseminating Moon on page 34. It says, the intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now, and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Attune to the moon. I am where I am, and it's okay. Additional meanings for this card. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Yeah, like I said, you're wise and experienced in your career. So that intellectual opportunity might be like mentorship or something. I don't know. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump. The teaching. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. Interesting. The disseminating moon is the time to breathe out. Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. So basically what it's saying is, you don't need to do anything. You're doing too much. Just relax and it'll figure itself out. You know, usually I don't like it when people say that, like the situation will figure itself out, but genuinely it's saying like the situation will figure itself out. You will come to know something soon that will help the situation figure itself out. You don't know it yet, so you can't make a decision yet. Okay, cool. Charms. With the green quartzite, this will help you to, with your resting and everything, you can rest with this and like meditate, and it'll help you to, like balance out your emotional energy. This is interesting because in what was that, Six of Coins card, they had these red dies, and I have red dies. Let's pull a couple of charms. Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of coins. So you have a lot of money coming your way. And then this is a burnt out candle. So yeah, you need to relax. You might want to do some like rituals or just like relaxing. Yeah, like relaxing rituals. Like lighting candles and like taking a bath and stuff. You have the number 6, which is all about moving on. You're moving on. You have a 9. If you flip it the other way, and 9 represents, what is there? There's mastery, there's fulfillment, but then the 9 represents something. The 9 represents something that we're gonna look up. 9. What does the number 9 signify in tarot? Always right when it's AI. Let me do this shit, bro. Don't give me that shit. Completion. Right. 8 is mastery. 9 is completion. So yeah, like moving on to completion. So you got this black button, which is just giving me like suit and tie energy. You got Stewart's Fountain Classics. There's the number 17. And there's this writing in here that you can't see it, but it looks like it says dap, like you're dapping someone up. Then you have all natural Virgil's handcrafted, and inside of this it says you. So whatever that means to you. You've got the number 10. You've got the number 10. You've got the number 50. That 5 and 1 adds up to 6. You've got 100. 100% is fulfillment. And you've got 1 cent. You're making 1 cent. You're not making a lot of sense, brother. Okay. Next reading, group number 2. Group number 2. I'm looking at you. Let me write down the timing real quick so that I can remember when I did pile number 1 and when I started pile number 2. Pile number 2 starts at 5300. And pile number 2, let's make sure that we write the pile number 1 had the green quartz side. The green quartz eye. Right, pile number 2 has the citrine. Citrine can be used for your solar plexus, which is your confidence, your self-assuredness, your stability with your own personality and stuff like that. So it's giving Miss Confident, Miss Independent. That's why I love her. Do we wanna use anymore? I am staring at this black tourmaline, but we shall see. Let's look and see. I'm getting Virgo energy. I don't know why. I'm getting Virgo energy. I'm getting Hermit. I'm getting Perfectionist. I'm getting Miss Virgo. What is Miss Virgo up to? She's so confident. What is Miss Virgo up to? Miss Virgo is up to John Horse. I don't know which major arcana that is right off the top of my head, but we'll find out. You're getting major arcana. I knew it was giving Virgo. I knew it was giving Miss Perfection, Miss Confidence, Miss... You have the big house in reverse. Like, look at all this major arcana. Oh my god. The 8 of Knives and like 7 million other cards fell out. We're not taking those. The 8 of Knives represents mastery, intellectual mastery, and I actually want to look at what this picture looks like. You standing in the center of all your thoughts, and you got everything underneath this is the 2 of Knives. That looks nasty. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm so sorry that happened to you. No. Yes, okay. Okay. What is Miss Virgo up to? Girl, you got a lot of reversals. I mean, not a lot actually. You only have 2. But you have the Father of Sticks in reverse. That could be you. That could be you. If you weren't reversed. You have the 9 of Baskets, which is the 9 of Cups. Completion of an emotional journey. Completion of an emotional journey. Ace of Coins, a new beginning in coins. So you're having a new beginning in your career, probably. And there was probably like something like a tower moment that went down with something in this big house. You had a big house. You don't got a big house no more. Why is your house in reverse? What did you do to the house, Miss Virgo? Did you do it or did somebody else do it? Who did it? I need to know immediately. Immediately, I need to know. John Horse. John Horse is the 4th. He's the 4th. He's the 4th. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ooh, John Horse is the Emperor. Is that you? I'm gonna guess that that's you, Miss Virgo. You're the Emperor. You are the Emperor, and you know you're the Emperor. That's why you have the citrine. You know. Okay. I do actually want to read. Okay. Where there is no guidance, a people falls. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. This is giving major earth sign energy. And I am a Taurus. So I approve. The plant is cypress. You can read Proverbs 11:14. Or I guess that little excerpt is from Proverbs 11:14. The image is of John Horse seated calmly on his throne. He has a rifle strapped to him. He is clutching a knife in one hand, and the other hand is balled into a tight fist. He is ready for anything. However, John's most powerful weapon arguably is the prophet Abiaka, who is busy summoning spirits to keep the community safe. Abiaka's clan totem, the Black Panther, is poised for a vicious attack against anyone who dares to challenge them. Period. You don't like being challenged. Do you feel like you're being challenged? Is somebody challenging you? Let's find out. The big house is 16. 16. This is 14. We got 15 and 16. Oh, the big house is the tower, bruh. I knew it. I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. Yeah, man. Somebody was trying you. No way. No way. Who is this father of sticks that was trying you? Because why is he in reverse? You're the emperor. He's just the king of wands. The king of wands is the king that I feel like most wishes that he was the emperor. Somebody's jealous of you. Father of Sticks represents someone who has the qualities of a fire sign. So they're energetic. They could be a fire sign in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then that's very ugly. Then you have the Nine of Baskets. And the Ace of Coins. So you had a tower with some stupid fucking bitch that was trying you. And there was a completion of an emotional journey with this fucking bitch that was trying you. You don't fuck with that bitch no more, as you fucking shouldn't. And you're having a new beginning in your career because of this. This person most likely was someone you worked with. It could have been someone above you. Or it could be a coworker that you were close with, like you felt buddy-buddy with. Or it could just be like a friend or like an important person in your life that for whatever reason, like ending your relationship with them like affected your career. Maybe it gave you even more confidence to be a better bitch, and now you feel like you can do whatever you want to do, and so you're having a new beginning because that's what you want to do, as you should. I actually want to pull from here. Okay, so Miss Virgo, and you don't have to be a Virgo, but if that resonates with you, Miss Independent, that's why I love her. Won't you come and spend a little time? Miss Independent, that's why I love her. So what do you need to know to like help you in this new beginning? Oh, on the floor means ×4. That's what they say. Ooh, you got the king of... No, this... Girl, I almost thought you got this again. So this was the king of wands. You got the king of swords in reverse now. Why is he in reverse? Why are these people trying you? Why? Hello. Ooh, you have the 7 of Wands. Right. The 3, so 2 is union. 3 is what? 3 is like no. 5 is expansion. 3 is, what the fuck is 3? 4 is stability, right? 5 is expansion. 6 is moving. 7 is choices. 8 is mastery. What is 3? 3 is not that this has anything to do with this reading, because you don't have a 3, you have a 7. But I gotta know this immediately. What is 3? What is 3 in tarot? 3 is 3 is expansion. Then what is 5? 5 is conflict. Is 5 conflict? 3 is expansion. 4 is stability. 5 is conflict. 6 is moving or travel. 7 is choices. Right, exactly. See, I know I'd remember, guys. Five is change. I thought 5 was conflict. Is 7 conflict? One of these is conflict, girl. And I think it might be 7 because it looks like you're fighting. Challenges. 7 is challenges. 8 is mastery. So then who is choices? Is that 4? Or is that 5? Or is that 6? Or is it 7? Or is it 8? Or is it 9? Or 10? Or 11? Or 12? Okay, so anyways. Yeah. Let me get this one that fell on the floor. You'll never believe this shit, bro. You will never believe what just fell on the floor. And it's in reverse, but I'm gonna see if it's really in reverse, because I don't know if it really came out that way. Yeah, it's reversed. Judgment. So, obviously you have choices to make since you're having this new beginning. You're independent. You're moving on this journey independently. Maybe you were partnered with someone and they just had you fucked up. And you said, fuck that shit. You said, fuck that shit and burned the whole building down. And so you were utilizing a lot of judgment, and there's even more judgment to come in because you have to find out where you're going next. Okay. I'm seeing this as you. I'm seeing that you need to be, and so you're the emperor, like you have all this stuff, but you specifically need to be in this King of Swords energy so that you can make this judgment. And that's why it's in reverse, is because it's telling you that this is something that you need to focus on and make sure that you are aligned intellectually and that you're not, thinking the wrong things when you make this judgment. Now, this judgment is in reverse, but that's not necessarily something that needs to be fixed. Judgment in the reverse means weakness or deliberation or decision. Again, this is just a decision. Yeah, and like you battling. And this is interesting because this is wands, which is passion. You battling maybe many passions. Maybe you are multi-passionate. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. So that's like union, material union, you coming into union with finances. Which to me, this just signifies like you choosing a job. So basically, is that all they need to do is choose a job? Six of Swords. So they just need to choose a job. But like, how are they gonna, like, what's gonna help them choose a job? Like, what should they look out for to choose a job? Ooh, whoa. The Six of Wands. Move towards whatever you're most passionate about. And how do they figure out what they're most passionate about? I mean, like, and what about all the other stuff that they want to do? Okay. Basically, you have to overcome these intellectual obstacles. You need to figure out what you really want to do. And then just move towards it. Because you're the emperor, you can do whatever you want. Timing. Timing! Win. Win! Timing. When do they move towards the job? I'm gonna try to shuffle these cards. Watch. Ooh. This one landed right next to me. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. And the energy is gaining momentum. So all you gotta do is hold your vision. It's looking like you are a visionary, and that's why, you know, you saw this person, you're a seer. You saw that this person had you fucked up and you moved on. And you are comfortable making decisions. And it seems like I'm not really seeing that you have like trouble making decisions necessarily, or you're that like you don't need that much help. Like, you seem like someone that you got this shit figured out. You're just here for like confirmation. So yeah, hold your vision of whatever you're passionate about, and the energy is gaining momentum. Now I'm gonna read from the Moonology book to actually tell you what that says. But first I need to look at what moon this is. Ooh, I just hit my head. Fixed moon. $106. The number 6 is significant today. 106. Fixed. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great. Because if you really want things to change, there is a solution. Stop digging your heels in. You know, this reading really is for earth signs. Like, if you're a Virgo, this is really for you. You don't have to be an earth sign, but You could also be a Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, a fixed sign. Be the one to break a deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon. Yes. Just say the word and a lot and see how it feels. Yes. See, you need to make a judgment. So maybe you are bad at making decisions. I don't know. It's not that you haven't made a decision necessarily. Or maybe it is something you're struggling with because you are a perfectionist. That could very well be the case too. But I'm seeing this more as the first interpretation, where it's like you need to stand firm in the situation you're in. Because it's telling you, hold your vision. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that is just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. Oh, okay, whatever, who cares? So, yeah, whatever you're starting, hold your vision. And if you know that you need to back down, because the thing is, earth signs be knowing. Earth signs always know what the fuck is up. So if you know you need to back down, back down. If you know that you're not the person that needs to back down, then don't back down. And then I'll pull some charms for you. First, let me get this up. Should I put some royalty-free music? Should I play some royalty-free music? I don't know how loud this will be against my voice, but we'll see. I'll put my headphones on to see how loud it's playing for you all. When did you get hot all of a sudden? I can look you up and down all day. Okay. Let's look, bestie. Royalty-free. Just miss. Yes, I do. I believe that one day I will be right next to you. It's hard, but then the feeling's overwhelming. It's much too strong. Can I lay by your side next to you? And make sure you're alright. I'll take care of you. I don't wanna be here if I can't be with you tonight. Yeah. Thanks. I know, don't play your shirt. Why not? you hear that? I realized that I can't put my headphones on my computer because actually that's literally stupid. Because if I have my headphones in, it's literally not playing on my mic. So I wouldn't be able to hear it. Anyways, I need my... Where did I put that? Okay. I need to check real quick if y'all can hear me. If y'all can't hear me, then I can't proceed. I forgot I had water. Okay. Let's see what this sounds like to the people that are watching. Uh-oh. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. I mean, I don't really like this song, but that's okay. So anyways, Charms, Miss Independent, Miss Virgo, Miss, yes, I do, I believe that one day I should be which actually, these are not supposed to be a charm. These are just supposed to be for me to pick things out. So I think that's what they're telling me. This is from Radio Shack, which I actually don't think I've ever been to a Radio Shack in my life. I maybe have, but it probably wasn't when I was a baby and I don't remember. But I really don't think I have been to a Radio Shack. I think this is like so that two people can be able to plug their headphones in, which is interesting because there was like partnership energy. Like you're someone who has like a career partnership. Then you have Heineken, and what I pay attention to on these is like the green, the star, and it says original, so you're original, and it has the number 16, one of my favorite numbers, and that adds up to the number 7. Next, you have this cream tassel. You might be, and it does feel like you are a creative person. Yeah, like it says handcrafted. Intuitive. Ooh, you got Pisces. You may have been dealing with a Pisces, or you might be a Pisces. And on the back it says intuitive, which is to me more so the energy. Like you're an intuitive person, but you also have like earth sign energy for sure. And then intuitive energy also for sure. Ooh, you have key again, like with the 2. Like, yeah. Like you have the key to the door, and then somebody else had the key to the door. And you're having a tower moment with that person. 9, The number 9 of completion, there's also the letter E, might be significant. The number 12 and the number 6. Yellow castle. So yellow and cream. Yellow, cream, and red. With this thing, I'm really paying attention to like the emptiness. Like there's no actual phone inside this telephone booth. So it's kind of like maybe you are in a situation of no contact with this person that you had a falling out with. That's just confirmation that this is your file. And you did have green and red, and that was like heart chakra energy. And then you also had the star, so you're kind of like a star. And don't forget to be confident in your decisions. Okay, now pile 2 is done. And I actually really hate, that's supposed to be R&B. It wasn't giving that. That's not what I looked at. Yes, open it. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, now where's my pen? Oh, okay. That you had Virgo. You had fixed signs. You had Earth. And you had Pisces. Right, group 3 starts at, we're 1 hour into this. I can't believe it. 27. Are you 27? 27. When people turn 27, they start being weird. They start being like, I'm old. You need this. You need the black tourmaline. Because you're fucking ungrounded. Every person I know in their late 20s, oh, I'm so old. You're not living in reality. You're old where? You're 27. So anyways, you need to get grounded. Grounding. Oh, let's not forget this one had what we sang? Miss Independent. Yeah, we did. Miss Independent. 27. You should be independent by then. It's true. It is true. I keep looking at myself, but I need to look at you. It's fucking true. So, anyways, you have. Oh, right. I was supposed to write down the citrine. Citrine. Did I write that down? I did. You have the black. Tourmaline. 27 also adds up to 9. And 27, it really does give like actually I think I don't want this. I think I want like some like calming. Or we could play nature sounds. Calm, chill music. But there's also this free R&B non-copyright playlist. I wonder what this sounds like. Bruh, I can't have you playing that. I can't have you playing that. I can't have you playing that. I can't. I really can't. I really can't. No! Thank you. Okay, I said calm, not sad. Sure. I guess calming is not the right word. Like, let's just look up lo-fi upbeat. That doesn't necessarily have to be. I really don't want to do it, but I don't want to be sad. Like, why does this sound sad? Okay. Okay. So interestingly enough, I actually do want to pull music for this pile, which I don't always feel, but I feel it today. So we're gonna pull some music for this pile, because for the last two piles, the music just naturally came to me, but let's shuffle 2 times. The song you got is called This Unrest by Susie and the Banshees. Are you goth? Susie, this unrest. And what are the lyrics? This unrest beats out my breath. Disconnected thoughts jangle in a mess. This unrest crucifies my chest. Without anesthetic, it cuts through tumorous flesh. This unrest beats out my breath. This unrest beats in my chest. Discordant limbs watch unimpressed at the aimless walk, the mindless talk. The pictures leap out and dance for me. They laugh at me. Is this too loud? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because I don't know how loud it is. They laugh at me. The pictures leap out. They laugh at me as you're feeling very old again. See, I told you. What did I tell you about being 27 and people being 27 and feeling old? Why are you feeling old? Just to sleep without these thoughts, but the angels shout, resurrecting doubt. And we meet again, my trusty friend, demanding new favors for old time's sake. Inside this captive frame, come and claim your liberty. Metal and flesh will fuse today. These visions jump out and blast my days. I'm getting there's an internal battle happening, and I'm going to pull Moonology first. What does pile 3 need to know? Give me your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. I am a Taurus, so I should be the expert on this, shouldn't I? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in 222 or sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Attune to the moon. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Additional meanings for this card. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. I was getting this when I was reading the lyrics. Like, when she says metal and flesh will fuse today, it's like, hi, Pink Heaven. I'm doing different group readings, so I've already done 2. One of them started like at the beginning, and then the other one started at 53 minutes, and now we're at group 3. But I was feeling that, this pile is like disconnected from their job in the sense that you're just at this job because you need money. But maybe you don't align with the ethics of the job or something. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. More exercise is called for. The teaching. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. Actually, guys, none of this music is good. I hate this music. Should I just sing Susie and the Banshees? Send me forward, say my feelings, but all the signals send me reeling, jigsaw feeling. I love that song. That's the song that made me love Susie and the Banshees. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this right here so that I don't forget. You are disconnected from your job. So how do you get connected? So in ways maybe you are overly grounded. I wouldn't say that necessarily. I would say like you are grounded, maybe, how do I say that? Like not grounded, but overly concerned with material reality to a point where it's like, this is not grounded anymore. You have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You want to come out? What are you? 2 of Cups. Interesting. Yes, emotional fulfillment. Emotional partnership. You want something that feels more aligned. 5 of Pentacles. What is the 5 again? 7 is overcoming challenges. 8 is mastery. 9 is completion. 10 is fulfillment. 6 is travel. 5 is... No, 6 is harmony. That makes sense. 5 is change. Okay, so what's 3? So you got the 1, you got the 2, 3, 4, which I'm pretty sure is stability. 5, which is change. Yeah, you got stability before change. Then you have harmony. Then you have overcoming obstacles. Then you have mastery. Then you have completion. Then you have fulfillment. What is Mr. Number 3? Didn't I just look this up? Creativity, growth, expansion. Partnership, expansion. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, anyways, 5 is change. Change with your finances, your material reality. Yeah, you need to get out of this job. You don't like your job. You don't fuck with your job at all. You need to go. You have the Queen of Ooh, the Devil. Oh, a lot of cards flipped over. I don't like that. I don't like that. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, 6 of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups. The Tower. It's all just saying that you need to change your job. But what actually do you need? Where do you need to go? Where does pile 3 need to go? What do they need to look for in a job? What mistake did they make that got them in this situation where they hate their job? You have the 5 of Sticks. So change with passion. Maybe at one point you were passionate about your job, but now you just aren't anymore, and you need to leave. And go where? Where do they need to go to? How do they know where they need to go? Are they confused? Are you confused on where you need to go? Are you? I don't know. Let's see. Where do they need to go? I wonder if my incense burned out. Where do they need to go? You're feeling old, you're a little bit ungrounded, a little bit unpractical, a little bit too practical, and you're balancing that out. And you need to go to the Daughter of Knives. The Daughter of Knives is someone who's coming in to offer you a intellectual pursuit. Or she has a message, or and this doesn't have to be a girl, but this is someone who's young, like maybe they're younger than you, especially if you're in your late 20s, or maybe they're the same age as you. If you're 30 and up, they're probably younger than you. But if you're in your 20s, they might be the same age. Ooh, you got the 7 of Coins. So, like, working towards stability. Yeah, you're just working towards being more grounded, being more stable. That's what you need to work towards. Maybe your job wasn't stable and that's why you don't mess with it like that. Maybe you had issues where you didn't know where you stood with your coworkers or your boss, or there was a high turnover at your job, so you're oh, I could get fired at any second, or you don't get paid a lot at your job, or the material reality that your job creates just isn't something that you're interested in. and you need to get grounded and stable, and find your passion again. And this Daughter of Knives, maybe the Daughter of Knives is me. I'm gonna be honest. This could be me telling you, bringing you the message that you need to quit your job and go be more stable. Oh, and you have the Mother of Knives too. So you have like an older person also telling you the same shit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe your mom is literally fucking telling you to quit your job. I don't know. It's not up to me. Whoa. 8 of Coins. And the Ace of Sticks. New beginning, and passion. Yes, new beginning and passion that aligns with an abundance. This new beginning will bring you an abundance. Just make sure you are aligned with your passion and that you are stable, you are grounded, you are living in reality, but not living too much in the material realm to the point where it's honestly making you ungrounded. Okay, you're living every day in your day-to-day and you're like, oh, well, I have to keep this job because I need to pay bills, but it's like, okay, well, if you don't know whether or not your boss likes you and they might fire you at any moment, what do you think is going to happen to you when your boss inevitably fires you and then you were just thinking that you're just going to keep having this job? But the job isn't going to be available. So you need to move. And either the job will be taken from you or you will move. But either way, you will not be there. So either you figure it the fuck out now or it's going to come bite you in the ass and then you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to figure it out eventually. What else? Charms. I do want to play this for the charms. I don't like this. Oops. No, thank you. Do you like rainy days? You know, it's really interesting because this one actually usually doesn't come out. But I think because I'm using these tools, like, it's easier for it to come out. There's a message. Are you getting the call? Are you getting the call to a new house? A new office? Letters O-R. Maybe you like Olivia Rodrigo. Maybe you live in Orange County. Maybe you're from Oregon. Maybe you're from Orlando. Maybe your name is Orlando. Maybe you know someone named Orlando. Or the letters O-R are significant in some way. Like with your job or with your name. We got the cream tassel. And the cream tassel in this case is reminding me of like creaminess, like being like flowing. You have this coffee bag clip, so you might be a coffee drinker. You might need to watch the amount of coffee, the amount of caffeine that you're having. Pink. Light pink. Yeah, it's just like the passion for your job has dissipated and you need to go somewhere where you're more passionate. And then you have this poison bottle. So it's like your job is poisoning you. Maybe the or represents just like, I could do this, or I can go get another job, which you should probably do. Hi, healing wave. What else? I wanted to do one more pile. So let's mark. Pile 4 starts at 150. 50, 40. 1, 50, 40. Like there's a one difference between the 50s and the 40s. And you need this is my stable pile. I'm feeling that. You're getting the ruby. And the ruby is also for your heart energy. But the ruby is red or like magenta. So it also reminds me of passion. It's like passionate heart energy, whereas the green quartzite is more like gentle heart energy and like, yeah, just like gentle, whereas ruby is like passionate heart energy. Okay. I'm actually gonna, I didn't do scrying in any of the other ones, but I do actually get to scry. Let me know about Pile 4's career. Tell me about Pile 4's career. I'm seeing a road, like a highway, and there are people in cars, like maybe you're walking or you're like in a car and you're side by side, but there's like people stopped at the red light. This might be like you getting off work. Tell me about Pile 4. Tell me about Pile 4. 7 of Sticks in reverse. Tell me about Pile 4 and their career. Bishop C.H. Mason, 3 of Knives in reverse. 8 of Sticks in reverse. Ooh, you have a lot of reversals. I'm getting like Scorpio energy. You also have Corin and the 10 of Sticks. Oh, I didn't pull a song. Interesting. Let me pull a song. For Pile 4, I'll do 3 shuffles. I got Gives You Hell by the All-American Rejects. I'll wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. Which is really interesting because I just saw like a clip of a Kai Cenat, like the All American Rejects were like playing in his bedroom set or whatever that is. And I think they were playing this song, which is interesting. And you're still probably working at a 9 to 5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes. When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. When you walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Now where's... Oh, damn. That first verse ends soon. Did it ever get short? You never seem so tense, love. I've never seen you fall so hard. Do you know where you are? And truth be told, I miss you. And truth be told, I'm lying. When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. When you walk away, hope it gives you hell. If you find a man that's worth a damn and treats you well, then he's a fool. You're just as well. Hope it gives you hell. Tomorrow you'll be thinking to yourself, yeah, where did it all go wrong? But the list goes on and on. But truth be yeah, the list goes on and on because why do you have like 7 million cards in reverse? I'm not gonna lie. You might be the problem in your workspace. I'm just saying. 7 of Sticks in reverse. Let's look. Or maybe you're just perceived that way. Maybe people are hating on you. Maybe you got haters. Or maybe you just are a bitch. What did that say? 7 of Sticks. So you have the 7 of Sticks in reverse, which is the 7 of Wands, which is... Oof. You have the higher ground. Or maybe you thought you had the upper hand. I don't know. And then you have the 3 of Knives in reverse, which is the 3 of Swords. That's you expanding your mind. You have the Bishop C.H. Mason, which is the 5 in Major Arcana. What is that? The High Priestess? Or no, maybe not the High Priestess. The Hierophant, maybe? Hierophant is number 5, right? Yeah, I think this is the Hierophant. And Hierophant represents Taurus energy. So I'm getting like Taurus Scorpio axis. 8 of Sticks is mastery of Wands energy, passion, drive, which you don't have, again, because it's in reverse. Or either you don't have it or like there's a sickness with it. There's something wrong with it. 6, courting. That's the Lovers. 10 of Sticks. That is fulfillment and integration of. And this one is in upright. These last 2 were upright, and the Hierophant is also upright. But the 10 of Sticks is integration of your drive, your active energy. You have no problems with wand energy. No, I lied. Because you have 8 of Sticks and 7 of Sticks in reverse. But you have the 10 of Sticks, but this is also at the end. And this is reading like these 2 are together and these 4 are together. So maybe you thought you had the upper hand in a situation, And maybe you thought that you were expanding intellectually in a good way. But then the Hierophant came in to teach you something. And the Hierophant taught you that you are not a master of one's energy. But, so basically, like, because you thought you were the master, you thought you had the upper hand, but you're not. But you need to court your wand's energy, which is interesting, because how does that align with the song? I wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. He sounds like an Aries. I bet you he is an Aries. That song just gives very Aries energy. When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Like you were cussing someone out, you thought you had the upper hand. The Hierophant came in to teach you that, bitch, you don't have the upper hand, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know how to handle your passionate energy. And that's why you have the ruby instead of the green quartzite. You really need to integrate your passionate energy, because whatever is like going on with your passion, it's like not correct, and you were shown that. So now you're on this journey of integrating your passionate energy, which you might want to go and watch Pile 3 too, because there was something in there about passion. Also, you might want to go watch Pile 1. Only if you feel like it, though. Oh, right, you're on this journey. So, is this person a big angry? Are you a big angry person? You big angry? You big mad? For what? You was mad. It's giving like you was mad, and you and the girls. You was fighting the girls. The girls was fighting, and both of y'all was dead wrong. But you thought you were dead ass right, but you weren't, and you need to figure it out. You need to figure out how to be more. Why are you backwards? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's giving like you were walking away. You got into a conflict with somebody in your career. It could have been a client. It could have been a client. And it's giving like he was talking shit on the drive home. What do you need to do to integrate this passionate energy? And how is this like honestly, this one is like the least career related. Like it's not really going to tell you anything about your career. I can already feel that. But it is going to tell you that your passion is interrupting like every part of your life. Oh, these cards are coming out. Spirit said, yes, absolutely. You are too fucking passionate. You need to calm down. You need to relax. You need to balance out your wand's energy with some other energies. So let's see the energies that you can balance yourself out with. First of all, the Queen of Wands is giving you. You're the Queen of Wands. You got this Page of Pentacles. This might be the person that got you fucked up. This person was offering you money. So yes, this might be a client. This might have been a client that you cussed out. Queen of Pentacles. This is what you want to be. But you're a little bit too much in here. You're a little bit too hot-headed. But you want to get here because you need to get in the bag. So, like, by being more stable, more grounded, having patience, be patient. Be patient instead of being angry, being so quick. And that way you won't come into the situation again where, look, the Seven of Wands came out again, but it came out in this deck instead of that one. You won't be in this situation again where you thought you had the upper hand and you didn't. If you allow yourself to be patient, you will be able to observe more about the situation and make a better decision. And then you won't be crying over spilled milk. Because you did that. You spilled the cups. Nobody else did that. You did it. Let's pull charms. Like, he was just very too like, what is, I mean, I thought in that video, I don't know if this is actually true, but I used to watch that video all the time when I was a kid and I love that song, but I always thought that, like, his girlfriend was cheating on him. I don't necessarily know that that's the case with that song, but anyway, he was mad. He was holding grudges against, don't hold grudges. Don't hold grudges. Grudges are poison. I don't know. We already got that candle. We already know what the candle means. But the candle is telling you to relax. And look at this. This is red. This is your fiery energy that needs to burn out. You need to burn out that energy and relax. So maybe, yeah, you need to. Did that card say that you need to exercise more? Didn't I pull? Oh, I know I didn't pull first for you. I pulled first for the last pile. But again, this could be a continuation of the last pile. I'm not sure. This is a blank black bottle cap. Have you been going to the bars? Have you been feeling depressed? Are you a Scorpio? Yellow, which is the color of the solar plexus. Maybe you're insecure, and maybe that's where you're. Because I feel like the heart and the solar plexus really interact with each other. You know, they're really important to each other. And so maybe the reason why your passion, you know, your passion is technically your sacral chakra, but passionate heart energy, which it gives me Scorpio. It gives Scorpio. That needs to be balanced out with, like, self-assuredness. And that self-assuredness will just make you less reactive. You hold the key. You hold the key. What else? What else? You might also be a coffeeaholic. This says Hawaiian. This is Hawaiian coffee. So you might be Hawaiian. Or you might be from an island. You have a frog. I don't think I've ever pulled this charm before. But I've always wanted to because it's so pretty. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look up what the frog represents. But part of me feels like maybe this is you, like, hopping from instance to instance, and maybe, like, you need to take a little bit of time to reflect. Yeah, just take some time to reflect and relax. And I think, oh, See, look, passion. There you go. Passion, creative energy. So maybe creating can help you dissipate some of that energy. Frogs are also jumpy, so again, like with the solar plexus, with like you maybe feeling insecure, maybe that's making you feel jumpy, and that's why you blew up at someone. Frog. What does the frog represent? Frog representation. Spiritual minus AI, because we don't want no AI. Frog symbolism. Ooh. 10 sacred messages from frogs. Yes. Ooh, wait. Bruh, why are you... Don't piss me off. Okay, the spiritual meaning of frogs. Transformation, fertility, rebirth, cleansing, duality. Yeah. You are a dual creature, so you're not all bad. Of course, you know that. But with all the good comes bad. Everybody has flaws. You have duality, but you do need to balance out your jumpy, passionate, like antsy energy that you have. And transform. Okay. So those are all 4 piles. I forgot to write down everything about this pile. You got gives you hell. Gives you hell. You got ruby. Oh my gosh, I didn't pull moonology. Can't forget the moonology. I don't think I pulled that for you. So, what's your advice? What's your advice for this Lionsgate portal, this full moon that's coming up? What are you gonna do that's gonna help you transform, have this new beginning, this new start as a less antsy person who is more patient and more considerate of other people, not just thinking about themselves, like an Aries. Not that all Aries only think about themselves, but Aries is the sign of self. Your hard work is paying off. So is this something that you've been working towards? I'll wake up every evening. I did pull the 10 of sticks, so yeah, it's like once you court, and it looks like you are already courting that earthy, patient, stable, grounded, humble, harmonious, nurturing energy. I forgot how I started that sentence, so if I ended that sentence mid-sentence. What are you gonna do? Let's see. It's right on my lap. New moon in Capricorn. In Capricorn says, first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. So, yeah, you might want to go watch Pile 3. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years. Time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. You know what else? You might not have cussed somebody out. You might not have had an altercation, but you know what? with that frog and with all of that Aries, like all of that fiery, passionate energy, you might be someone who's jumping from job to job. That might be you. And you might need to settle down and think about, again, with the patience and stuff, with the stability, with the earth sign qualities. You need to be more grounded, think more about your stability and plan instead of just jumping into action. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve, and you want to achieve being less of a jumpy bitch. Attune to the moon. Take a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. So, again, if this is with school, you might be jumping from major to major. And the more you jump major to major, that shit gets you fucked up. You need to be more disciplined. Make a proper plan and execute it well. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying and teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. That's one thing you don't want. And that's one thing that does come with. Didn't I say you had Scorpio energy? Yeah. And that makes sense because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is the same ruler as Aries. And Scorpios can be very self-centered despite being water signs who are like all up in everybody else's business. They can be very self-centered. The teaching. Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes toward the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. So, with this new moon and this new, the full moon that's going to come up, you're going to be wanting to do rituals. For sure. I know this pile is because of that Scorpio energy. Like with the other piles, I'm not sure if those people are going to be interested in doing rituals on the moon. But this pile will probably be. So, I'm probably going to post some things about like moon rituals and just rituals in general on my socials, on like Instagram, Substack maybe. I'm trying to be more consistent with posting on Substack, especially because I really do like writing. And I want to do more live streams and stuff. Did I pull a charm for this pile? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you for coming. I'm probably gonna stream again. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe the day after tomorrow. And that one might be about, I might be doing art, I don't know. Or it might be about, I'll probably be talking about rituals because what I'm going to do right now, I think, is start writing articles about rituals. So, bye.